Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to a new book, the Book of Bamidbar, the Book of Numbers. In our parsha, we read about the establishment of what is called the Machane Yisrael, the camp of Israel, which would have in its center the Mishkan and the Holy of Holies, the Kodesh Kodashim, and the Torah, and outside would be the tribes, divided on four sides, 3 tribes on each side, creating the camp of Israel. But between the sanctuary and the tribes, there was another group, the tribe of Levi, that was on each side, 3 of the 4 sides of the Mishkan, and Moses and his family were on the 4th side. The question is, of all the tribes, why was it that Levi received the special treatment that he was separated from the other tribes? Number 1. Question number 2, we find that when we have the census taken in this week's Parasha, the census starts from the age of 20 for every other tribe. But from the tribe of Levi, it starts from 3 months. And the question is why? I like to suggest the following interpretation, based on a number of ideas that I've seen. The tribe of Levi was distinct and chosen from all the other tribes because of a key event that happened in their history. When the Jewish people come out of Egypt, and they arrive at the foot of Sinai, and Moses goes up to receive the Torah, and Moses refuses to come, he's delaying his return. The Jewish people panic. They go to Aaron, and they say, build us a replacement for Moses. He fashions the golden calf. The people there have multiple responses. There were those that actually embraced the worshipping of this calf. They bowed down, they made a celebration. There were others that were horrified by what had happened. There were those who stood back in shock, but were silent. And then there was the tribe of Levi. When Moshe called out, Mila Hashem Elai, who's standing up? The tribe of Levi stood up. We are standing up for you and for Hashem. We will be counted. We will not kowtow to the whims of the rabble. And because of that, the tribe of Levi was chosen as the tribe that would serve ultimately in the Mishkan. And from the tribe we'll have Aaron and his sons who become the Kohanim. I saw an incredible story in the Parsha parables of Rav Mordechai Kamenetsky. He tells the story about Nikita Khrushchev, the man who takes over from Stalin in 1950s. And in one of his first speeches, Khrushchev gets up and excoriates and shouts and demeans and complains and accuses and criticizes all of the Stalin's programs. He gives him such a go for what he had done and how it ruined the country and how many millions of people had been murdered. And while he's talking, one voice shouts out, "Where were you when this was all happening? Why are you speaking now? Why are you opening your mouth now?" There's a hushed silence in the hall. And Khrushchev turns around and says, "Who said that? Who dares to talk like that?" And no one responds. And Khrushchev smiles and says, "I know exactly where you are. I know exactly where you stand. You know why? Because I stood in that same space. I was a bystander. I did nothing." Tribe of Levi, when it came to deal with the issue of the golden calf, they were the only tribe that stood up for Hashem, stood up for Moshe. And as a result, they were rewarded with the Machane Leviah, with the Kohanim, and the rest is history. I tell you the story because my name is Rabbi Lewin. I am a Levi. I'm a descendant from the house of Levi. These are my ancestors that I'm proud of. And it's a message that I teach to my children. But at the same time, to quote the famous Chofetz Chaim, when he met the great Rabbi Schwab, he said to Rabbi Schwab, "Why are you not a Kohen?" Chofetz Chaim was a Kohen. Schwab said, "Because my father's not a Kohen. And his father wasn't a Kohen. That's why I'm not a Kohen." Said the Chofetz Chaim, "No. The reason why you're not a Kohen and I am is because when it came to that moment, my father stood up. Yours didn't. And what are you doing for the future of the Jewish people? Do you stand up or do you stand on the side as a bystander, nipping and criticizing and being complacent?" We don't need bystanders. We need upstanders and people to take control, to make the world a better place and to build the Machaneh, the camp of Israel. Much to think about on the eve of Shavuot. Shabbat Shalom.